Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle, and I'm doing a love reading for Cancer in all placements. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to be looking at love. Well, whoever this is could be someone you are already with, someone you're getting to know. Maybe you haven't met them yet. Um, I'm gonna get some prosperity dust on the table. Just invite that in. And also remember that roles can always be reversed. Sometimes they flip flop back and forth a few times in a reading. So, of course, apply it as it fits. You know your story best. And there's Lioness Kitty Cat. Good morning, beautiful. Cancer rising there. I've got a Cancer moon. Yes. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, I love good crab legs and garlic butter. I actually had never had that until fairly recently, and it is quite delicious. All right, so um I what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick some cards. Enchanted Map is calling to me. We've got Rescue, number 16. Wishing Well, 48. Dragon's Lair, 19. One more. Stormfields, oh, lovely, 9. Wow. Okay. So there's something here around maybe you met someone and it seemed like a wish fulfillment. You felt like you were being rescued. You'd been alone for a long time, and then here comes someone flying in on their hot air balloon, and it turns out, and then and you're like, woo, okay, like I got this wish fulfillment, but then you get taken back to the dragon's lair. And it's Stormfields. It's more than you bargained for. It's not what you expected. It's not what you wished for. And this rescue, so interesting. So the idea of being rescued. This is something that I have thought about and worked through for a very long time. And I feel like it's a very pervasive idea in a lot of cultures around love, where particularly females, and I think this largely has to do with fairy tales, where females are waiting for their knight in shining armor to come in to be rescued, to be saved. I certainly had this for a long time. Probably I still have remnants of it too. It's like peeling the onion. There's so many layers, but ultimately, what ends up happening is the damsel in distress is waiting for the knight in shining armor, waiting for someone to come in and save them, rescue them, and it's a way of giving away power. And it's not recognizing that you you have to be your own rescuer. um it's feeling like you can't be happy until you have that person who comes in to save the day. It's a little like showing up with an empty cup and being like, please fill my cup because I can't fill it myself. I'm helpless, and so oftentimes who swoops in but somebody who's like, like, oh, I got myself a little snack. I got myself a little, like, somebody who I can prey on now because they're helpless. So then, there ends up being issues, and it ends up being not what you thought it was because you give your power away and you're like, I can't help myself. And so, anyway, there seems to be something here where and I'm not calling anyone out. I'm speaking more to this idea of rescue, but whatever happened here, it ended up being very tumultuous, and it wasn't a straight path to happily ever after. Not that there really is such a thing, but um yeah. So you could be in a situation right now where you're like, uh-oh, what happened? Like there's a feeling of like needing to protect yourself, of not being able to speak, um, your mind, being afraid of like backlash or um, somehow. Yeah, this came up before in another reading, the dragon's lair, like feeling like you need to walk on eggshells or something because if you don't, then the storm gets kicked up. Okay. So I get the impression this is still what's happening. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, let's just get a little pulse on the situation here. Is that the right way to say it? Get an idea of what's going on. I just grabbed the Tarot of Transcendence. Let's look at this person, the person you are dealing with. How do they see themselves? The moon. Cancerian energy, also Piscean. Five of Pentacles. Hmm. And the sun. Leo energy. Well, it kind of, okay. It seems like this person may have a bit of a kind of a scarcity mindset, could be kind of a poor me kind of person. Don't have to be though. I, I don't know. The five of there's something about the five of pentacles that's like, it's so we have the moon, which is something that's hidden. Um things aren't being revealed. And it's interesting that we have the moon and the sun. So it almost feels like this person is pretending to be happy and everything is bright and shiny, but under the surface there's something around, I mean, that's can be a card of feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you came to the understanding that you're like, oh my god, what am I dealing with here? I don't think I want to deal with this. I might need to walk away. And this person is like, they're keeping their pain hidden because of you walking away, and they're just out there like, oh, everything's fine. I'm living the best life. And I don't know. This is a little intriguing. So let me just keep going because it's possible too that this person has been through something difficult and they're overcoming it like legitimately. Maybe because of learning how to have to tune into their own intuition by overcoming something that's was very difficult. That's possible too. So, Linda's here, Cancer Sun. All of our Krabby Patties in the house. I love it. Okay, so yeah, Tarot of Mystical Moments. Um, how's this person see you? Very, very curious. Ace of Wands. Queen of Cups. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're very they see you as you are. I like that. Six of Wands. Interesting. Okay. This person is very attracted to you. They see some I mean, they see, okay, so we see this flower growing up out of the book, yeah? My yeah, focus. And then here she's got the flower leading, kind of leading the hummingbird. So this person may feel like you are using your I can't think of the right term. Your wiles. There's something very like intriguing about you. This person's very drawn to you. They feel very passionately for you. And you're kind of you're such a loving, nurturing person, which is a part of why this person is drawn in. And they may see you as doing something where you are following your own passion. That could be a part of this too, where you're like, I want a new beginning, and I'm all about nurturing that new beginning, and I'm going to a certain extent manipulate the situation. I don't like the word manipulate, like help things along. It's that that come on brain, that carrot dangling in front of the horse, but like this hummingbird actually has access to the flower. So it's like, it's not just always dangling something that can't be reached, can't be gotten. It's um, allowing a certain amount of access to you. but but knowing how to steer things in the direction that you want and need for your own victory. And I feel like that's fine. Like this person, I don't know, it's interesting because I keep looking at the sun here. So it really could be where this person is like maybe they went through something previously, and then meeting you is like, ooh, Cancer. Like you make this person really happy. There's something really I keep getting the word intriguing. Like you may be highly intellectual, or very intelligent, certainly very book smart, and there's something that draws this person in. It's interesting too because I'm thinking about so the rescue card came to mind, and it's like she's in a sense being rescued by the hummingbird, but she's still in charge. So it's not, fully giving away one's power. It's like, okay, yeah, I will gladly take have you come swoop in and take me for a ride while I help guide this in a certain direction. Anyway, I like how they see you. So, what are their intentions? Okay, going with my creepy tree friends, Guardian Tarot. What are this person's intentions with you? Five of Wands. Oh, dang. Seven of Swords. Two of Cups. I don't know about this person. I mean, okay, so on a positive side, this could be, this person like really they really really want to fight for you and willing to be strategic in order to bring you two together, to turn this into something. Um, this person clearly has feelings for you, but then this can be read in another way where this person, the Five of Wands makes me think of the storm fields. And if you look at this guy gazing into the mirror or whatever's down here, like the look on his face is not, he looks troubled. Not too happy. And Seven of Swords, I mean, it is usually read as, it's manipulation, it's deception, um it is not good intentions, not being honest. So this person they may not be, they may not have, yeah, and see the moon came up too. It's like I don't know that they have the best intentions, even though they're showing up like, I want to make Cancer my own, like I want to, uh, it's like they have kind of a skewed idea of what love is, or somehow, yeah, I don't know, maybe they have some kind of weird attachment style, or there's some they've got something going on here that is keeping them in a strange mindset where maybe they feel like they have to try and manipulate the situation to get you to go along with them. But I keep looking at Dragon's Lair and Stormfields, and I just don't know that this person has the best of intentions, because yeah, most likely they're wounded and they've got their own stuff, and you know let's find out where you're at. I'm so curious. Okay, Cat Tarot. First of all, I want to see, I want to know how you see yourself in relation to this person. So yeah, it looks like you might have left this person out in the cold. I don't know. I don't know. King of Pentacles, which I often read this as Capricorn. But it can be any earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe you have strong earth placements in your chart. You don't have to, of course. Knight of Cups. And the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. You are, I'm seeing you standing in your power here. Huh. I I feel like, see, they see you as the Queen of Cups. You see yourself as the Knight of Cups. Like, you're somebody who willing to go after what you want if it feels good to you. If it um if your heart is I can't think of the right word. Like, if you're drawn by your heart, if you if your heartstrings are being pulled or strummed, um, you're like, okay, yeah. And but with the King of Pentacles, I feel like you're very solid in who you are. Like it speaks of being self-made and very abundant. You again, quite intelligent, like tuna time. This cat is working on getting the treats, you know, knows how to be strategic. All of the kings, they're business people, businessmen, because they're kings. Gender doesn't matter. But being very like intelligent, knowing what you need to do to get what you want. And both of these they're going after the food. They're going after the treats. We're assuming that the Knight of Cups, there's a treat inside, unless the cat's just really curious about some smell inside that bowl. But we have the owl here, so like you have gained a lot of wisdom through figuring out how to get what you want and need in a connection. Now, the magician here is interesting because I feel like you're going after something. You know what you want, and you're all about manifesting that. So let's find out. Let's find out how you see this person. Um, yeah, going after the going Mystic Mondays. The Mystic Mondays. Tarot. How do you see this person? Four of Wands. Okay. Princess of Cups. Page of Cups. Person could be a little younger than you, or yeah, or maybe they just have a little bit of um, maturing to do. Three of Cups. Maybe this person has tried to apologize to you, but ultimately, you could be married to this person or in some kind of long-term connection with them, uh, or have been. Not necessarily now. Um, Now, this Three of Cups is interesting because this could be like you could see them as, there's somebody that they're part of your friend group. You have a good time with them. There's a lot of like um, joy and connection. However, there could also be some kind of third party situation, some kind of possible love triangle going on here. Maybe this person hasn't been on the up and up, and maybe they're apologizing for this, or like somehow, yeah, it could be it really could be a couple of different things here, which makes sense. I don't know, if there is a third party situation and you know about it, it makes sense why they're showing up with these intentions where they're like, okay, I'm going to pretend that this isn't going on so I can get Cancer back into my good graces. Or this person genuinely, I it could be where if this is new, um that you're kind of like, okay, this person isn't really at my level, because they see you as the Queen of Cups, and if you see them as the Princess or the Page of Cups, there's a little bit of a gap there. And you see yourself as the Knight of Cups, so there's still, you kind of see them as kind of a little bit less emotionally intelligent. So, okay, so let's see what your intentions are. Um, I want. Yeah, sure. Let's just go with the light seers. What are Cancer's intentions with this person? Two of Swords. The Magician again. Um, Eight of Pentacles. Hmm. I have not been wanting to read reversals because it slows me way down. But I can't help but notice that a lot of cards have been coming out in reverse, which I'm still, reading them upright. But that's why I feel like I'm leaning so heavily toward like this could be this, but it could be this, and I'm kind of feeling like, especially with those first cards that came out, that you're kind of clear on who you are dealing with here. You may understand that they are a manipulative person, and maybe you are um, kind of you're somehow like able to give them a taste of their own medicine, possibly because you see very clearly like what's going on here, and you're like, well, um, this could you two could have broken up. You could have been like, I'm not doing this anymore. However, there is the other narrative, which is because I am choosing to read this upright, that you feel like you need to make a decision. Having some throat chakra stuff. Like maybe you're having trouble expressing yourself about what you need. Maybe you're in the process of figuring that out, of getting to that point of like, how what direction do I want to go? And if this isn't working for me, somehow there's some kind of stalemate, or not knowing, like, should I stay, should I go? And being like, all right, well, I'm getting clear. I'm getting clear on what I want to manifest. This card in particular speaks to me of alchemy, the ability to transform energy and to really work on this. If this is somebody who does have good intentions, where you're like, you can kind of sense, I feel like I'm talking to someone here who has very strong inner knowing, very strong intuition with the Queen of Cups here, even the Knight of Cups. Like, you're if you're willing to be honest with yourself, you generally know what's up when you're dealing with people, and with this person in particular. And I feel like you are figuring out how to get yourself to a place where you feel very clear about like working on this. Okay. So let's look at going with the Dreaming Way Tarot. Let's look at what's hidden. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. King of Wands, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, it is notable how many cards are coming out in reverse. Eight of Cups. So Yeah, I feel like I have to read this two ways because there's probably, there are people out there who have it, are dealing with one way, and others who are dealing with another way. I mean, there are multiple ways, but in the interest of time, so we've got somebody here who, I don't know. This is what's hidden. So this person could be, like, again, they don't have the best of intentions. This is it could be about ego. They're out of balance within themselves, their mind and their heart. There's Yeah, like, more interested in manipulating to get what they want and not wanting you to get away. This could also be where this person is, they're really working on coming into balance, emotional balance, particularly because she's standing in water and then she's pouring water from one cup to another. So it's like this person learning how to fill their own cup. And, and this is helping them to feel, um, able to, to go to get what they want, to go after you specifically. Um, I mean, regardless, this person could be very attractive. Maybe they get a lot of attention, and you're like, I often say the King of Wands is my hell yes guy. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. And this person is, they're clear about what they want as they come into balance, and they're walking away from something else so that they can walk toward you, because we see this person kind of moving into the future and leaving these other cups behind. So if this person did have other options, I feel like they are leaving those behind in favor of going towards you. Okay. So what are this person's next actions? Let's ask that. I'm gonna go with the Modern Witch Tarot. Seven of Wands. Page of Swords. Ten of Wands. Hmm. This person they're coming in with a defensive energy. They feel defensive. And the Page of Swords can be a card of spying because they feel burdened by how things are going. Yeah, this really does seem to speak to you kind of taking back your power and possibly trying to manifest something new for yourself, not wanting to work on this because you see very clearly who you're dealing with. Yeah, I can't ignore the dragon's lair in the storm fields. So as much as I want this to be like, oh, it's something new and everything's great, it's like, well, um, this person doesn't want to close things out with you. That's very clear. But it's the way they're going about things. Like, I don't know. We've got the moon, we've got the seven of swords, we've got these different things that are just kind of speaking to this person, like, the seven of wands even. It's like they're willing to fight for this, but it's n- But they're like, but then they're showing up as a page all the time. And so there's kind of, it's like I don't know, they might see themselves as more elevated than they are, than you actually see them. There's something about like, I don't know, maybe what really happened is you rescued them. And then come to find out that you thought this was a wish fulfillment, and then you swooped in, and then you're like, whoa, what did I get myself into? um because I just feel like you really are so powerful, and you know who you are, and you're dealing with somebody who I'm just not sure they are so clear on who they are. They've got some things to work on. And that could be a part of what's going on here, is that um, they are very drawn to you because maybe they feel like you're their savior, or somehow, like, oftentimes, people who don't feel powerful are drawn to the ones that are, and are looking for that lifeline from them, rather than doing the work on themselves and realizing they need to elevate themselves on their own. Nobody can rescue them except for them. So, okay, okay. Where's this? Where's this potentially heading? Going with the Moonology deck. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. We've got Virgo again. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, which is in Gemini season. Yeah, so we've had Sag show up, Gemini, Virgo, all the mutable signs, which is Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Yeah, interesting. So those are very prominent here. But it seems like there's there's a lot to be gained from this connection in terms of lessons to be learned, helping you're learning how to see things from a broader point of view. Whatever is happening here could shift, could change. Nothing is yet set in stone. See, I think a part of this has to do with your own journey in learning how to express yourself. Because I keep getting the, yeah, um, throat chakra blockage thing happening. It's like you're learning. I think this is helping you learn how to give to yourself. This is also helping this person learn how to give. I think this person has been in the if we look at this five of pentacles, we see this guy in the front, and he's down on one knee, and he's got his hand out. And I think this person is used to wanting to be rescued. You have the means to do it, but you're gosh, you can only give so much. You need to receive too. You need to get in return. And maybe this is something about like you realizing like this situation is a reflection of something that's been going on within you, and you're needing to learn how to give to yourself, to someone else. It's it's a great lesson no matter what. for you to be able to see things from a different vantage point. And if you, I mean, I feel like you do have feelings for this person. You did, at least at one point, you saw promise. And so there could be a feeling of like still wanting this. And so this is saying like it's possible. This could shift. This could change if this person is willing to show up from a place of honesty and authenticity. And you're kind of setting your boundaries and you're like, I will work on this if they show up correct and they give, I will absolutely give back. But there's something about you pulling back because of not being able to see the forest for the trees. And by doing your work, everything will become clear. So, okay. Well, there it is. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And leave a comment if it resonates.